Hello everyone. Today we will see the macroeconomics part. Okay, and first, before starting the chapter, we will see what is macroeconomics actually. So earlier we studied the microeconomics. So in microeconomics we studied that it is about the individual. When we study about the individual person, how he manages his resources, his expenditure, then it is called microeconomics. And when we study about the country, how a country manages its inflation, its unemployment, its resources, then it is called, then we study these things under macroeconomics. Okay, when we study a particular thing, uh, employment, the national income, or the demand at national level of an economy. Whenever I say economy, it means a whole country. Okay, what is the price level there? What is the supply? What is demand? Investment level, employment level, income level. So when we study these things at national level, then it comes under the macroeconomics. Okay, so this is the basic difference between micro and macroeconomics. Now the next important thing which we have to study is income or payment. Okay, there are two types of payment or income: factor income or factor payment, transfer payment or transfer income. See, initially in first chapter there are few terms which we have to study before going further to national income, calculating national income. Before that we have to study few terms which is really very important for us to understand if we have to do numericals. So payment, if a person is paying, then for that person it will be payment. Okay, and the person who is receiving money, for that person it is income. Okay, this is simple. But now what is factor? When the word factor is added in front of this payment or income, or the word transfer is added in front of the payment or income. Okay, we have understood the payment and income, but now the word factor and transfer. See, first we will see the factor, payment or income. When a person works for another person, okay, or when he is providing his service, when a person is working. Okay, when a person is working and for that work he is receiving money, a salary, or anything, rent, wages, etc., anything, then that earned money is called factor income. Okay, because he is working, he is getting money, he is getting money for his work or for his service, then that money is called factor income. Okay, and in the same way, a person who is giving money to that person, because in lieu of that money his work is being done by another person. Okay, then for the person who is giving money, for that person it will be factor payment. So in simple words, when the money is given or received, okay, in lieu of work done or service given, okay, when money is paid or received in lieu of work done, then it is called factor payment. Okay, जब हमें मनी देते हैं या मनी रिसीव करते हैं किसी प्रोडक्टिव सर्विस करने के बदले में, then it will be called factor income. This money is not received from one side only. Okay, we have person A and B. This person A has worked for person B, and for that work person B is giving him money, so that this money will be called factor income or factor payment, because B is giving money means B is paying to A. So for B it will be factor payment, and A is receiving money, then for A it will be factor income, because A has worked for B. Okay, and for that work B has paid the amount. So if a payment is done for any work or service, then it will be called factor payment. Okay, for example here, like first we will see the definition. Payment made to a factor of production in return for rendering productive service. When a person works for another person and for that work money is paid, then it will be called factor payment or factor income. For example here, rent, wages, interest, profit. So it is earned money. The factor money or factor income is earned. It is not given from one side only. Okay, it is bilateral. Okay, means two persons are involved in this. One has worked and other has given money. Okay, so two persons are involved. So it is bilateral payment, and that's why it is included in national income. It is not the money which is earned, which is received free of cost. You have given something to another person. That's why you have received the money. Okay, so that's why it is included in national income. This is very very important point, that factor payment or income is included in national income. When in further classes, when we study the national income or the calculation of national income, then this thing will be used there. So make sure of this, it is included in national income. It can also be there in your MCQ paper also. Okay, now what is transfer income? When payment without any when payment received without any good or services provided, means there are two persons, A and B. Okay, A person has done nothing for B, but B is paying him money. A has did nothing for B, but B is paying him money. So it is one sided. Only B is paying money, and for that money A is doing nothing. So that money is called transfer payment. Okay, means it comprises of, for example, it comprises of gifts, subsidies, donations, scholarship. Okay, so these are the examples. So it is unearned, means a person has not worked for this money. Okay, it is unearned, and it is, that's why unilateral. Person A has done nothing for B, but B is giving him money for doing nothing. So it is unilateral, one way. So that's why it is not included in national income. So this is quite important. The last point, it is factor payment is included in national income, and transfer payment or income is not included while calculating national income. So these are very very important, and in further classes we will see the more terms. Okay, so now our next term which we have to study is stock and flow. Okay, this the term stock you might have studied, you might have heard many times in your daily life. Okay, so what does stock means? For example, in the morning I had 10 packets of biscuit. Okay, and out of that 7 was sold. Okay, in the morning I had 10 packets of biscuit and 7 packets were sold by 8 p.m. in the night. Okay, so how many packets were left? 3. So by 8 p.m. in the night, 3 packets of biscuits were left. So if I'm asking, if I have a shop and I have a person working there, so I will ask that person, how many packets of biscuits are left? How many packets of biscuits are there in our stock? So he will tell me that there are 3 packets. Okay, because I'm asking that person at 8 p.m. I'm not saying that how many packets were there earlier and how many packets were sold. I'm just asking that at 8 p.m. how many packets are there in our stock. So he will say 3 packets. So it means he's talking about stock at 8 p.m. when we study about the goods at a particular point of time. It means unsold goods, the goods which are not sold. So before 8 p.m. 7 packets were sold, but at 8 p.m. when I asked my worker, then he told me that the unsold packets of biscuits are 3. So it means 3 packets are in our stock. Okay, so it refers to the amount of unsold goods at a particular point of time. Particular point of time means at one time, means at 8 p.m. It might be a 8 p.m. or 8 o'clock in the morning, 12 noon, or a particular day on 31st Jan. Okay, so whenever we are saying about stock, it means unsold goods at a particular point of time, not before that and not after that, at one particular time. Okay, so it is a static concept. Okay, because we are not asking about the previous one, how many packets were there earlier. Okay, and I'm not saying that how many packets I have to buy next day. Okay, so it is a static concept. Okay, and it is not time dimensional, because time doesn't matter, means, so it is not time dimensional. Okay, it is a static concept, it is not time dimensional. And what is the example here? As I've given example earlier also, the stock of goods in go down at 31st Jan. So I'm not talking about here at 8 o'clock, but I'm talking about a particular day, means at 31st Jan, how many packets of biscuits are there in our go down. So this is an example. Okay, now the next term is flow. It refers to the complete study of stock over a period of time, means from morning to evening how many packets were there, how many packets were sold, and how many packets are still left. So from morning 8 to evening 8 p.m. how many packets were there in the morning, how many are sold, and how many are left. So study of a particular good from morning to evening. Okay, if I am saying that how many packets were there in the morning and how many packets are now left and how many packets are sold, so I'm analyzing the the quantity of goods from morning to evening. Okay, over a period of time, not at particular time, but over a period of time, from morning to evening, or from 1st Jan to 31st Jan. Okay, so over a period of time it will be called flow. From here to here, flowing like river flows from here to here. So from morning to evening, or from month starting to month end, or year starting to year end. So it is a dynamic concept. Okay, because it keeps changing. Okay, dynamic means changing. Morning the number of packets were 10, in the evening number of packets are 3, so it is changing. So it is a dynamic concept. Okay, and it is time dimensional. Now example here is study of stock in a complete 1 year, from 1st Jan to 31st December, how many packets of biscuit were there, how many packets were sold, and how many packets are left at the midnight of 31st December. So this is the basic term or basic difference between stock and flow.